Man, listen, let me tell you something real quick. Because every time somebody tells me they're learning English, they look at me like they just fought a bear in the woods and lost. Like, for real, they got that traumatized look in it. They're like, Bosh, I can read English, I can watch movies in English, but when I try to speak, my brain just dies on the spot. Like, flatline, no heartbeat. And I'm standing there like, bro, you know, your problem ain't English. Your problem is you keep translating everything like you work part-time at Google translates basement. And I mean, wow, why are you doing that to yourself? You thinking in your language first, then you try to rebuild that sentence in English like it's IKEA furniture without instructions. And you know how that ends, right? The conversation done left the planet while you still figuring out where the screws go. Someone asks you, how's your day? And you out here like, let me translate. Give me a minute, kind of, wait. What's the English for not bad, but also terrible, bruh? So let me break this down for you the King Bach way. Simple, chaotic, and scientifically correct in a trust me, bro kind of way. See? Thinking in English, it ain't about being smart. It ain't about big vocabulary. It's about switching the voice in your head. Right now, you got your native language living in your brain like a main character. And English is just that side dude waiting for his turn. Like, can I come in now? And your brain's like, hold up. He's translating. Isn't it crazy? Your brain keeps switching between two channels. Channel A, your language. Channel B, English. And the connection is slow. Like dial-up slow. Like grandma downloading pictures in 2003 slow. And every time you switch, your brain's like buffering. Hold on, still loading. 13%, 14%. And the other person has already finished the conversation, moved cities, started a family. Now look, I've been around the world. Japan, Brazil, Germany, London, the ends. And the funniest thing is this, the people with the smoothest English, they weren't the ones who knew grammar like they studied for the English Olympics. Nah, they were the ones who lived in English. They listened. They copied. They said things wrong and kept going. They repeated stuff until it sounded natural. They didn't translate. Translation was dead to them like old Vine. And speaking of Vine, you know how I learned timing? Not by studying comedy theory, bruh. By repetition, hearing things, saying things, feeling the rhythm. English works the same. Thinking in English is all about rhythm, flow, repeated exposure, not pain, not stress, not trauma from conjugation tables. Let me explain it like this. Your brain is a DJ, right? And right now, DJ brain is trying to mix two totally different songs. Like you got your native language playing slow jazz in one ear and English blasting trap music in the other. Bro, that mix is illegal. You can't dance to that. Nobody can. Not even Beyonce. And while the DJ is panicking, sweating, trying to switch tracks, everyone else is already vibing on English. Like, come on, bro, keep up. So what do? You switch the DJ permanently. And you do that by narrating your whole life in English. I mean, the boring stuff too. You brushing your teeth? I'm brushing my teeth. In it. Cooking eggs? Wow. These eggs kind of ugly, you know? But I'm gonna eat them anyway. In traffic. I mean, why everybody driving like they got no future? Talking to your dog. Bro, why you chewing that? You good? Doing laundry? These socks ain't even cousins. But today, they gonna be a family. You do that every day. And suddenly English in your head becomes the main character. Translation can pack its bags and move out. Look, translation is like training wheels. Cute when you're 5. Embarrassing when you're 25. You don't need it forever. If you keep them on, you're going to be wobbling while everyone else doing wheelies down the street. And you're probably like, but Bach, I might make mistakes. And I'm like, so what? Mistakes are how you learn. Even natives make mistakes. I mean, have you heard Americans say literally? They don't even use it right. And they don't care. You shouldn't either. Thinking in English, that's what makes you sound natural, human, real. That's when you stop sounding like a textbook robot that says, hello, my name is Pavel, and I enjoy music and sport. Bro, who talks like that? You trying to get friends or scare them. And yo, the secret sauce is repetition, frequency. Hearing English all the time. And not boring English, fun English. Movies, TikToks, podcasts, comedy, memes, interviews, random people arguing in Walmart, anything. Your brain learns patterns. That's why you can hear a song once and sing it for the rest of your life, but you can't remember where you put your wallet 5 minutes ago. Your brain loves familiar patterns. Once English becomes familiar, you stop translating because you don't translate things you understand instantly. You don't translate pizza. You don't translate, bro. You don't translate, wow. You just get it. Now let's talk fear. Because fear is the first enemy of speaking English. People scared to talk, scared to look stupid, scared someone will laugh, scared they'll freeze like a cheap phone. Let me tell you something. Fear never taught anybody English. Silence never made anybody fluent. I met people with perfect grammar on paper, but zero confidence. And then I met people who spoke broken English, like they were assembling sentences out of spare parts. But bro, they talked, they communicated, they improved faster. Confidence beats perfection every day of the week. Thinking in English cures fear. Because when you've already rehearsed the sentence in your head, speaking it is easy, like muscle memory. Like doing a TikTok dance, you look dumb the first 5 times, and then boom, you clean. Another thing, stop focusing on single words. That's rookie mode. Focus on chunks, phrases, blocks of English natives use every day, by the way. Hold on. You know, in it, here we go. Wow. Bro, these are superpowers. They make you sound fluent even when your brain's still starting up like an old laptop. And finally, treat English like a lifestyle, not homework, not punishment from your ancestors, a lifestyle. Put English everywhere. Your phone, your Netflix, your music, your little internal monologue. Do it daily, naturally, with jokes, with playfulness, with mistakes, with vibes. That's the golden moment. That's when English becomes part of you. That's when your brain DJ switches fully to the English track and never switches back. So yeah, stop translating. Start vibing. Start thinking. Start living inside the language. And trust me, when you get there, bro, English ain't ready for how smooth you gonna sound. Wow.